Hello everyone, welcome back. In previous video, we talked about the remainder theorem. We also discussed the factor theorem. So basically we use remainder to tell us if we have a factor or not, and that way will help us to determine the solution of polynomial. So in this video, we are going to try this series in the different scenarios and to help us to have better understanding regarding what is remainder theorem and what is factor theorem. So let's check the first example. We have a polynomial 3x squared minus 8x plus 1, and we're asking the remainder. Some students might say, do we need to use a synthetic division? Yes, you can, but since we know the remainder theorem, then we can just easily find the remainder, which is, in this case, let's go back to check the remainder theorem. This says, if the polynomial divided by x minus a, then the remainder is f of a. So in this situation, m of x divided by x minus 2. So the remainder will be m of 2. So we just need to substitute the x as 2 and figure out the rest answer. So 3 times 4 is 12, minus 8 times 2 is 16, plus 1. Then this is negative 4 plus 1. So it's negative 3. And so this is the remainder. Let's extend this idea a little bit further. So first of all, whenever we plug in the value, we reverse the situation here on the bottom. And next, check what this remainder telling us. We do not know the quotient yet. Of course, we're going to use synthetic division or different way to figure out the quotient, but we do know one thing. Based on the factor theorem, they're telling us if the remainder is 0, then we can see it's a factor. So since remainder is not 0 here, so we can come to the conclusion x minus 2 is not a factor of m of x. Okay? So it seems not very strict fact, but think about this. In the future, if we need to solve much more complicated polynomial function, then this way can easily help us eliminate impossible solutions, so we make our work way much easier. Okay, now let's check another question. If we have a p of x, which is x to the third minus 2x squared plus 4x minus 5, how do we tell is a factor or not? So as we mentioned, in order to find a factor, we actually need to check one thing. Do we have 0 as a remainder or not? In order to answer this question, next thing is, how do we find the remainder? Which remainder theorem telling us? In order to find the remainder, we don't need to do the synthetic division. We just need to plug in the value. Since it's x minus 1, we reversed it. We are going to find p of 1, which is 1 to the third, 1 squared plus 4 times 1 minus 5. 1 to the third is 1. Remember, whenever you do this, do not forget the pandas. So we do the square first. 1 squared is 1, times 2 is minus 2, plus 4 minus 5. So negative 1 plus 4 minus 5 is going to be negative 8. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. So it's 3 minus 5 is negative 2. Sorry for that. So this remainder is negative 2. We go back to the discussion here. Do we have 0 remainder? We do not. So the conclusion is x minus 1 is not the factor of p of x because the remainder is not 0. See? Very straightforward. Okay? So these two examples just help us to have better understanding to apply these two theorems in the different scenarios. And now you can see why we actually find these two theorems is actually very useful because we can really use them to help us to solve possible polynomial solutions here. Okay, I hope this video is helpful, and you can definitely rewatch it if you need to understand more about these two examples. And thank you so much for watching and studying this topic with me. Take care, everyone. See you soon.